of Ghost History Medium. We are in the historic town of Boonton, New Jersey, and we are down here by Boonton Falls and the Boonton Gorge. This has been a beautiful historic landmark since the time of the Native Americans living here, and it continues to attract individuals to this day. So we're gonna find a spot and see if we can connect with any of the history that's been here and see if we can connect to any individuals as well. So we're trying to walk around and find a spot to, a pleasing aesthetic spot to do our location reading. And we're trying to figure out a spot around this amazing glacial rock here. And I'm just not comfortable here. I don't really want to be around this rock. I don't really want to be in the little caves of this area. I just don't really want to be around this rock. As you can see, I'm really anxious and really, I don't want to move. I just don't want to be by this rock. I don't,
we can go around the other
like
side.
A lot of things happen here, recent things like kids partying, kids getting into trouble, kids, I don't know, doing bad things, people being down here doing bad things, like not like murder or anything like that, just like mischief, like a lot of anxious mischief. There may even be like I'm even getting like people come here and do like rituals or ceremonies or something. But there is another spot down there that I think is related to this kind of energy that I want to see if we'll have time to stop there. I gotta get out. I can't be here. Okay. All right, so along with there being a beautiful gorge and a beautiful falls that's been here for eons and eons, there is this ruin behind us. And we just walked up to it and I definitely got like a sick feeling to my stomach. So generally when I get these feelings about locations, it generally means that I'm gonna even go malicious or dangerous activity happened here. Doesn't feel associated with the original structure in the building. This feels like, again, recent. This feels like trouble. This feels like mischief. This feels like people coming in here and doing things secretly. They're coming in here and they're avoiding detection, like not wanting to see the police, or it really feels like mischief and
debauchery. Debauchery.
Debauchery, yeah. I don't know why it's giving me such anxiety though. It could also be that there is a residual something or other that is associated with the building that kind of attracts this kind of activity, you know, like attracts like. So there could be an individual who's here that is kind of perpetuating and promoting that activity, which does happen a lot at these older locations. But this is one of the structures that we've known has been here for a long time, and we've never wanted to go inside. We've never really wanted to be associated with it because of the vibe that we get when we're in this area. I will still say my stomach is still sick as I'm here. So let's see, we'll walk a little bit closer, and
I don't even want to go over there.
I need to go closer. Okay, so we're a little bit closer. I don't really want to go even further than these trees here. I'm getting something on my left leg. It's warm. It's on my left leg, which is interesting that it's warm. Usually it feels cold to me, but I'm getting tingling on my leg, getting pain in my head. I'm getting pain in my neck. So that generally means that there is definitely an entity here. This entity is associated with all right. So this individual, all right, I don't know if this is true, so I guess we'll have to look into the history books, but this individual feels like they passed from drugs. This individual feels like it was a drug overdose, was down here, it was a drug overdose, was really out of it. They're a little chaotic, they're a little confused, so this is a little bit of a wayward. This is a little bit of a wayward individual. I'm getting tingling all over my legs. I wish I had my meter with me. Oh, that's okay. So I'm getting tingling all over my legs. This is an individual. I want to say, oh, just got a raindrop in my eye.
Is it individual what?
Hear that?
Is it individual what?
Hear that?
What'd you hear?
I heard rustling. Okay, so let's go back to the history, because this individual is extremely present and extremely here first for me, and giving that vibe and giving that energy, that body energy, that presence. People would feel this individual. People generally don't like going here unless they're doing mischief or they want to be escaping the unseen. But this is it's beyond that. This is an extremely historic spot, and it has not really been altered very much since it was built. There are foundations around us. We are actually on an older foundation in front of us here. And this is related to the water. This was water power. This was getting Jacob Ford. This is related to, so this goes back then to the 1700s, because that's when Jacob Ford was in this area. He had to do with mining, but this also feels like it had multiple uses. It wasn't just that. There were multiple mills in this area, but this is the only one that has still remained. And I'm also seeing a train. I'm seeing a train. It's in front. Train.
Well, the train station is down the road.
No, I'm seeing a train here. Up and down. Oh my God, see how antsy I am here?
Yeah.
I like can't stop moving.
Do you think it was like a train track or like just a regular train?
Oh, I'm getting sick. Okay. This is a train of materials. Comes down, picks up, and goes. Oh, I'm seeing mists. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen mists in a long time.
Yeah.
Mists. I'm seeing spirit mists.
Like physically or?
Yeah, I just saw
Spirit
mists that just came
Where
across.
did they go?
Just came across me.
Oh my God, I hope we got that on camera.
We did too. It was white. It was a white spirit. I don't typically see mists, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll see mists. I don't typically. Maybe we caught that on camera. I'm not sure. But I just saw a spirit mist. Oh, he's on my arm. Yeah. So this individual is not associated with the forgery. Ooh, I'm hearing forgery. So maybe it was a forgery, false. I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still getting warmth. Are you feeling warmth?
I'm feeling a bit
Woozy? Dizzy?
like short of breath.
Yeah, that's another sign.
I'm feeling like I could fall over a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, me
lightheaded.
too. Yeah. Totally. That's all. Those are all symptoms of like energy being present.
Like a little bit of a rapid heartbeat.
Yep. Another sign.
You couldn't pay me to walk in there.
No, I know. Me neither. I don't need to, which is kind of the fun part. Is like I can read it from in here, but like I don't need to go in there. But yeah, so this was back to the 1700s. They used the water. I see a train coming out front. And then more recently, there's mischief. Lots of mischief. And mayhem and debauchery.
What are some of the events?
What?
What are some of those mischief events?
Oh, I already told you, like drinking, parties, alcohol, drugs, those types of things. Just like general, like bad behavior. And there was an individual that passed, I want to say it was maybe in the 80s, in the 80s, an individual younger, it does seem like a male, who died of an overdose, drug overdose, really confused, lost. He says he was in rehab at one point too, talking about that.
I have a question.
Okay.
So why is he still here right now?
Because he's wayward.
What does that mean?
So wayward basically means that a part of his energy, not all of it, but a part of his energy is still here. So a part of his energy is still present, because it usually happens if somebody passes away from a traumatic or accidental or alcohol, drug, where they're like not in the right mental state to fully pass. I just saw something over there too.
What the heck?
I don't know, I just saw something black. Not really able to fully cross over. So it's not their whole spirit, it's like just a part of that experience. Part of that experience is still at this location. Does that make sense? It's bound to location.
So did he die here?
Yes.
In
Yes.
one of those places?
Yes. Yes. So that's when we talk about like earthbound, non-earthbound spirits and residual energy. So like when we leave here, that doesn't come with us because he's bound to this location because a part of his experience and of his soul is still here. But he's wayward in the effect that like that, bless you, that troubled event is still here. So like when we come to here, we experience that a little bit. But you need to get out of here.
I don't know what's happening to me.
Yeah, it's really intense here. Bless you. I mean, do you want an interview on camera?
Not really.
Do you need to get out of here?
No.
All right. Well, sorry, just a question about the canal just came up. So where did the canal go past here? And the reason why I that just came to me was I saw this as a ramp. I saw this as a ramp. Oh, I think the man who had a drug overdose also had liver issues. I'm getting like specifically hepatitis A or B or one of those from like needle use. I got that because my liver started hurting. Specifically my liver. Okay. So yeah, I got this as like a ramp.
Would they walk up there?
No, I saw trains there.
I wonder if there's little railroads
I
up
don't
there.
know. Well, we'll have to look in the history. I'm not quite sure why I'm not seeing the canal here, even though I feel like this was a ramp spot to come down. But anyway, all right. I think we're done at this spot.
Please.
Let's try and find another location because there are the stories of other individuals that I do need to bring up. All right, so we are down at a lower part, a bit further away from where we just were by the rock and the ruins. This area feels more peaceful. With that being said, I am picking up on specific individuals, and these individuals are the ones that kind of were persuading and calling out to me to come down to read this location, not necessarily for the history, although I love the history, but there's 3 individuals. One is a boy. He's about 9. He's about 9 years old. He comes with a woman with him, but she is not associated with his passing. She comes as a relative. She's a grandmother of this boy. So as a general rule, when children come forward to me, they must come forward with an adult. So he comes forward with a grandmother, but the grandmother did not pass away here. This boy, he slipped and he fell in. So he slipped down the rocks and he fell in. So I am getting like a body injury with him, but I do think he drowned too. It was body injury and he drowned in here. This was I don't know why this came up, but there was a blizzard of 1996.
Yes.
And that came to me. So that.
Well, there definitely was a blizzard in 96.
Around the year when this happened. I don't know why I don't know why they would bring that up specifically. The 1990s. So this was fairly recent. He's wearing a stripe. I'm seeing him in like a t-shirt. So it must have been summer or some type of, it was warmer weather. But he comes with his grandmother. So, he just wants to make that known, and so does she. But in with him is two other, these are teenagers. These are teenagers.
Very young individuals you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're teenagers.
15, 16. They come with their parents. So their parents have passed as well. They come together. They come in bathing suits. So they come in bathing suits. They said they were having fun and an accident happened or something happened. None of them are wayward, none of them are stuck, none of that. They're just kind of bringing their story to attention. They're saying individuals don't, okay, so back when they passed, kids would swim in here often. They said it was normal. Like they would swim, they would raft, they would drink, they would party. Like there was a lot of like kid stuff that happened around there at the time. Like high schoolers like maybe would skip school, or like they would be like meet at the falls or something. Like that was really popular back then, and they said it doesn't happen as much anymore. So I don't know if the police are more strict, or they used to allow swimming and now they don't allow swimming. But this has been a very popular swimming hole. They're saying it's a really popular swimming hole for many years. Grandparents used it, parents used it, kids used it. It was deemed dangerous, but it wasn't deemed unusable for swimming. Especially since the reservoirs are off limits. That's what they just said. They said especially since the reservoir specifically was off limits because of drinking water and stuff. So they said the reservoir was off limits, but they were able to swim in here. Yeah, I think it was allowed, and now it's not. And they said that's for good reason. They're very happy. They're very playful. They're very energetic. They yeah, they're showing me they're in their bathing suit. So they must have something happened to them. I don't get body, so maybe they might have drowned, but I'm not getting like body pain. But yeah, they were here just enjoying a summer day with their friends, and something happened. They don't want, okay, being very specific here. Interesting that the gentleman that we spoke with at Split Rock also felt like there needed to be more signs. These children, I mean, they're all 3 children, are saying literally that this is not enough. These fences, these signs, what's here is not enough. It is not enough. Something needs to be done to really protect this spot. It is not enough. They're saying it's not enough for fishermen. It's not enough for the people of today. It's not enough, that there needs to be better barricades and better
Signs?
no, signs, yes, but they're specifically saying barricades. Like, they're saying this is silly. Like, this is silly. They're like, we're kids. We would go around that. We would go around it. So they're specifically bringing up better barricades. That they would like to see better barricades.
Okay.
But again, they are not wayward. They're just coming down to speak on behalf of this location, and to share their story. The little boy comes with a teddy bear also, not related to the history or any of that chaos over there. They're not associated with that at all. They're separated in time from that. Interesting. So that's specifically what they're describing, how they're separate from that. Separate in time from that. They want people to still enjoy its beauty and its you're getting importance, magical, and landmark all together as a word. Sometimes they'll bring like sensations for something together. I'm getting all of that together as like, if we could make a word for that, there would be a word for that. They want people to still appreciate it, and they think there should be more history here, and it should be cleared and tended better. And barricades need to be improved. And that comes from spirit. Well, we love coming here. It's a place that we come here often, summer, winter, and fall. And all right, so that wraps up our video for today down at Boonton Falls in Boonton, New Jersey. We met some individuals. Let's see if we can find them in the history books. Let's also see if we can find more about the history of this gorge in the history books. And can't wait to reveal all of that in our investigation reveal. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.